Good morning, it's Deb Watson. This demonstration has easy watercolor techniques to improve your flower painting. The full free lesson can be found at watsonwatercolor.com. In the first layer, concentrate on getting variation in the flowers and the foliage. It's a lot more important to have some natural-looking variation than it is to paint them a solid color. Add the centers. Try for variation in those too, even though they're tiny. Last, add shadows, and your daffodils are finished. Then you can decide whether or not you want to add a background. It's up to you. Start with an outline. You can download this outline and trace it onto your paper at watsonwatercolor.com. The first layer of color will be painting wet on wet. That means you wet the flower with clean water before you paint, but with these be sure to leave the center dry and unpainted. For nice variety, use 2 or more colors. For the flowers, mix a small puddle of light yellow and 1 of medium yellow. Don't overthink the first layer. Just paint some light yellow and some medium yellow on the wet paper. It doesn't have to fill every inch because it will spread. If your color doesn't spread, use more water when you wet the flower. If the color all runs together, use a little less water, or use a smaller brush. That can help with too much spreading. Some light yellow, some medium yellow. Wet the paper, add your color, and leave it alone. The more practice you get at this, the better you're going to be. And flowers are a great subject for practice because they make lovely cards. If you paint a dozen of these for your friends, you're going to master this technique. For the green stems, use any green you like, but once again, you want a light and a medium green. And you can dip in any leftover yellow also. It's a nice addition. Oops, I almost forgot to paint the bud. That gets yellow too. And I'm adding just a little yellow orange near the green while the yellow is still wet. Since the stems are so small, try painting them on dry paper with the variety method. Just dip your brush in one color and then dip your brush in another color. Notice that I'm leaving a thin line of unpainted paper between the yellow and the green. That helps me keep soft edges between the daffodil and the stem, but it can be tricky. If your colors start to run together, just dab the petal with a paper towel to dry it. Don't worry about painting an individual stem. You'll get better results if you just go for variety in your first wash. Concentrate on getting some nice soft blends of different colors. In the next step, I'll be separating a few of those stems with lifting and darkening. When you get to the bottom, just add water for a nice soft fade out. And then dry these first washes really well. For the center of the flowers, mix a darker yellow or an orange. So you can just add a little brown or orange to your yellow. Paint the entire center area except for the white middle. Now you want a little variety if you can. Like you can charge in some orange while it's still wet, or outline the center with dark orange. Another way to add variety is just to dab up some of the paint with a paper towel. That leaves lighter areas. While the center's dry, add detail to your leaves. Use a damp brush to re-wet the stem on the bud and then dab up some of the color with a paper towel. That leaves the stem lighter and makes it look like it's in front of the leaf. Next, paint the leaf behind the left flower stem a little darker, and that pushes that leaf back. You can play with the leaves as much or as little as you like. Next comes the shadows. For the shadow color on yellow petals, you can try mixing just a little brown with your yellow, or mix in a tiny bit of your orange and green. You don't want the shadows to be too dark, but you can refer to the reference photo to see good places to put them. Your shadows don't need to be exact. The sun is hitting each daffodil differently, and just a few shadows are enough. If your shadows look too dark, dab up a little bit of the color. It's nice to add a few lines in the petals with the shadow color, but don't add lines to every petal. Remember, you want them different. Next comes the darker orange shadows in the daffodil center, and these get a few lines also. The shadows are different in each flower because some are upright and some are more hanging down. A great way to make your shadows more believable is to lift up lines in the petals that go through the shadow areas. This is really effective in the bigger shadow areas. Where the orange center is the same value as the petal shadow, I outlined the bottom of the orange center to help it stand out. Last, add the darkest areas in the center. It's just a little bit, but it really helps to make your flowers pop. For that, just use the dark brown. Once again, each little dark area is different. The dark may go all the way around, or just be a bit of shading at the top or side of the white area. And that's the basics for the flowers. Variety is the key to good painting. Now decide if you want a background. If you do want to add a background, here's how to do it. Work on one area at a time. Wet the area carefully so that you don't slop over onto the flowers. Mix a big puddle of paint, more than you think you'll need. Use a small brush to add the color and see how far it spreads out. Once again, you can leave a tiny line of white between the flower and the background, or you can paint right up to the edges. Either way is fine. I'm painting the area behind the leaves on dry paper. I want the background to be darker than the stems, so I add a little darker paint next to the flowers too. Continue working your way around the flower. I think washes go faster if you use a big brush for the big areas and a small brush for the small areas. Notice that I'm not going back into the part I've already painted. You just start at one side and keep going. If your background dries too light, dry it completely and repeat this step. And that's daffodils for a card or painting. I hope it improves your flowers. Remember, for beautiful flowers, paint for variation in color and value, and add shadows. Happy painting!